Hello, and welcome back to Winslow's World. I'm out here this evening, relaxing, and so done odd and indifferent things today. Been a real comfortable day. We had some rain yesterday. We really needed it, so this morning it was 58 degrees here. So very refreshing feeling, and it's been compared to what it has been, very low humidity, low dew point. So it's been a nice beginning to the month of July. So, and so I hope you have a good Thursday. Of course, I know that's we still got some days to labor and work before Thursday comes, 4th of July. But anyway, hope you have. I probably won't be back on here till next week. But anyway, I thought I'd make a little video here, get out here and relax a little bit today, this evening. Got my Rossi pipe here. You've seen it before if you've been looking at this channel. And something I ain't had in it for a while. And that's the Night Cap. I've been sampling through all those other blends, and I think I've popped every 10 that I had of the Petersons and sampled everything that I purchased. So I'm not gonna try to do any more. I may do some more, who knows, but I'm not gonna buy any more right now anyway. So I thought, well, I'm gonna go out here and sit down and smoke my peace pipe and enjoy some peace outdoors. So I got my Rossi fired up, and I got some Peterson's nightcap in it. Can't do much better. I want to talk to you about something other this evening. Some of you won't be any interest to you. Some you'll listen to it, I guess. I don't know. I'm speculating about how people are going to react to this here uh, video this evening. I want to talk to you about beards, facial hair. Okay, wearing a beard, some type of facial hair, and so on. Of course, it's plain to see that I wear a beard. May ask the question, why do you wear a beard? Well, it's a pretty simple answer. Really, it's two answers. Number one, I want to. And in the second place, I don't like shaving. You like shaving every day, or every day or two, or once a week, or every how you go about doing it. So, I mean, it's pretty simple answers. Why does a person have facial hair? Well, in the first place, evidently the Lord put it there, didn't He? And that's one thing that a man, I don't, uh, for the most part, that's one thing a man can do that a woman can't do for the most part. Although there are some women that's got peach fuzz, and there are some women, that's got more hair and so forth, but for the most part, they don't. My wife, she don't have no facial hair. She not plagued with any kind of problems with hair on her face. Maybe a little bit of peach fuzz that I never see. I might have heard her say something about. So do you wear a beard? Why do you wear one? You say, and I'm gonna tell you something. Most of my life I've spent shaving. Okay, probably about 2013, 14, right in through there. Of course, in my young days, of course, when you're coming up and you start getting a little peach fuzz, and you either gonna have to let it go or shave it one. And so coming up, as a young person with peach fuzz, and I could always grow a pretty good mustache when I started growing facial hair. So when I was a young person, I had facial hair, this or that or something, experimenting around. Well, I don't know, 2013, 14, something like that. I just got tired of shaving. I'd had a mustache off and on, but for the most part, most of my life, I've shaved. And so, but, and then since that time, I think I've shaved twice, completely shaved my face and went for, I don't know, a summer, something like that, shaving. But the last time I shaved, probably about, I don't know, 4 years ago, something like that. The last time I shaved, I just didn't like all that old rough stuff. And it just sticking me around my lips and up in the corners there and everything. I just didn't like all that because I knew what it was like before. And somebody might say, well, how you stand all that itchy stuff? It don't itch me. Okay? It don't itch me. Now, I may have something on my face that I have to scratch, but the hair is soft. Okay? The whiskers are soft. And so, but if you got 2 or 3 day old growth, it's going to be prickly and things like that. So people say, well, it's hot weather. How you stand all that on your face? I don't pay no attention to it. I mean, I haven't shaved now for about, I don't know what it's been, 3 years, whatever it is. I don't know. I haven't shaved at all. So, anyway, let me fire this up again. Because I set out here to enjoy. I probably won't forget where I left off. Having some good sweet tea here in this little canning jar. Ah, boy, good sweet tea. That's a southern favorite, ain't it? Sweet tea. June bugs are out, I see today. First time I really noticed them. And the blackberries, I got out a little while this morning and took the side by side out, rode around out there in the woods a little bit. Got some blackberries, but they're not very big, and they are, for the most part, they still red. Try to pick me some blackberries here for long. My wife, she'll make us up a good blackberry cobbler. You like that? That's another southern favorite. I grew up in the South. I'm a southerner. We got the best cooks in the South. Hello. Some people say, well, where I work at, they won't let me wear a beard. Well, that may be so. Where I work at, they don't say one thing. When I first went to work there, uh, there was one or two that said something other about it. Just I guess it's a little different than what most people wear, but for the most part, they didn't say anything to me about it. Never said anything about I should shave or anything. Never been brought up. Somebody might say, well, I tried to grow a beard one time and said my face just itch and all that there stuff around my throat and all. Well, I tell you what you're going to have to do. You need to get you a bottle of beard oil. They make beard oil. And by the way, if you're interested in any of these things, here on YouTube, there's a channel called Dan C. Bearded. Dan C. Bearded. You go there and look at his videos. Anything you need to know about starting a beard and maintaining a beard is on that channel. Okay. Matter of fact, he'll be doing a live stream tonight. Every Monday night he does a live stream. So anyway, he's got thousands and thousands and thousands. I don't know what it is, 60 something thousand subscribers. So, but anyway, people say, well, all that scratches me and itches me and so forth. You need to get you some beard oil until you get used to it. He said, well, I don't know where to get any of that. Well, you got any coconut oil? Just get a little coconut oil in your hand and do it like it right there and rub that around your face and so forth, and it'll help soften that. And I've heard people say, well, you know, I just got patches of whiskers here and there. Well, you may think I'm lying to you, but that's what I have. I've got bald spots. You say, well, I can't see that you got any bald spots. I want to tell you something about hair. The longer it gets, the more coverage you have. So these bald spots here and over here, see, there's a bald spot right there, and you wouldn't see it as much if I didn't take and trim that a little bit. So if I go without trimming, you'll never see this here bald spot here, and I don't do much because there ain't much there to trim. But if you got patches here and there, you won't really know what kind of coverage you have until all that grows out. And you need to, if you're going to start a beard and see what all you can do with it, my advice to you is don't shave, although you're going to have to trim. You probably want to trim about a finger or two up above your Adam's apple. See, I shave down here. If I was going to grow a big long beard, which I've had one longer, but if I was going to grow a longer beard, I wouldn't shave any of this neck. All of that adds to the volume of the beard. People that's got these little straps around here and so forth. You rock whatever you want to rock, facial hair, but you're not going to get the coverage that you need if you don't let it grow up under here a little bit. And so I trim around here. I trim right above this patch here, right there. I trim a little here, and I trim a little. That means I shave. I shave a little here, a little here, a little there, and around through here. And I take a mirror and look in the mirror and shave the back of my neck between going to the barber shop. Okay. You don't mind if I talk to you about men grooming a little bit, do you? Had a young fellow the other night, he's probably about 21, 22, something. He said, one of these days I'm going to grow beard like yours. You know what I told him? Just quit shaving. You'll never grow a beard shaving. I mean, it ain't rocket science. I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't trying to talk nobody into growing a beard. Okay, if you don't want a beard, you done left the channel, that's cool. Got no problem with that, so forth and all. But if you ever thought about it, and I'm gonna tell you something other, that's one thing that the average man can do that no woman can do. Okay, God put, say whatever you think it's worth now, but I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, Heavenly Father, and the Holy Ghost. And God created man. Okay? And so therefore he made a difference in a man and a woman. And we might have some of these nut jobs up yonder in Washington that don't know the difference between a man and a woman or can't give you the definition of it, but you and me, we know better. And they know better. They've just got caught up in all of this devilment. Hello? That's one thing I like about that nightcap. It stays lit real good. If I wasn't talking so much, it wouldn't even go out. But if I wasn't talking, you might not listen. Well, what could you listen to other than the birds? You say you get your barber to trim your beard? Nope, do it myself. Go to the barber, get a haircut, but I trim my beard myself. You say, well, how you know what to do? Trial and error. Yeah, I mean, again, it ain't, you don't have to have a large IQ. You just have to do just trial and error. And by the way, if you do some trimming and so forth, and you happen to cut a little more off or something other, don't worry about it. Just leave it. It'll grow out. I'm gonna tell you something. When you start growing a beard, you'll pay far more attention to it than the other people around you. You'll feel self-conscious, things like that, and so forth. Average Joe out here somewhere or another that don't know you, you don't know them, they're gonna take a peek at you and go on or say hello or whatever. They ain't gonna think one thing or another. When you people, if you start a beard, your wife's gonna say something. Okay, that's the reason some people don't have facial hair. Their wife don't like it. Well, that's I can understand that. Okay, I mean we didn't get married just to have a cook. So, but anyhow, my wife likes the beard. Now, granted, she ain't real, tickled, just overjoyed with the mustache. And by the way, I do classify a difference in a mustache and a beard. You can blend them together. I don't blend mine together. You can plainly see that. You say, well, how do you get it to do like that? You'd be amazed what a round brush and a blow dryer would do. You say, I'm a man, I ain't using that. Well, do I look like a woman to you? So sir, it's called grooming. I mean, you're either gonna groom or you're gonna let it go or you're gonna shave. Okay, even if you just grow a goatee or a mustache, you're still gonna groom it some. You've got to trim and things like that. So you can call it what you want to use a blow dryer and beard oil and things like that to help with the skin because the oil don't do anything for the whiskers. The oil helps the skin. So therefore then the beard oil helps the skin. the round brush puts the shape into your beard that you want. After your beard gets used to growing a certain way, like the way mine does, and the way the mustache grows and all, once you get used to growing that way, then unless you sleep on it crazy and or you don't groom correctly whenever you get out of the shower, somebody's turning around up yonder, just taking a peek at who it is. Okay. I don't know who they are. Turning around and going on. Once a beard gets used to growing a certain way, it'll generally stay that way, especially if you groom the same way every time. Some people don't need to groom because their beard is so dense and so thick that they can just trim, okay? But since mine is sparse and it's not real dense, then it takes a little more coaxing the hair to get them to lay a certain way. Because if I didn't, I can tell you right now, they'd go every which way, okay? So then that's how you go about getting it to where you can get it the way you like for it to look, okay? So, well, I wonder how long I've been on here. 22 minutes, I'd say that's long enough. Well, I appreciate you subscribers. There's some more of you that subscribed. And those of you that mention me on your channel sometimes, I, of course, don't see everybody's channel. I don't know how many pipe channels there are, or channels of people that do odd and end things, you know. I do different things. Mostly I've just been sitting and smoking and talking for a pretty good while. It gets cold weather and have to stay in the shop and in the study more. Well, we'll be in there more. But since it's pretty, we're going to be outdoors. So when we get back in yonder, I'll probably show you some belts. I've been working on belts. I've been working on a lady's purse to fit on your, that works like this here knife sheath works, this pancake style knife sheath. I don't know whether you can see that or not, but anyway, and some cell phone cases. I make up these cell phone cases. You got a clip on the back of it, clips to your belt. You can get it off and on pretty easy. I've been making some of them. There's a girl that lives up on the hill up yonder, and they moved here from Arizona, and I had a sign out front talking about leather crafting. She stopped here. She said, "Oh, you do leather crafting?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "You do any buck stitching?" I said, "Well, yeah." She said, "Oh, I can't find anybody that does buck stitching." So I've made her things and made her husband both of them's belts and pistol holster rig, shoulder rig, and first one thing, clutch purse, first one thing. Matter of fact, she's opened up a store up in town and a piece away, 12 mile away. And so got some of my cell phones and a belt and some wristbands or something or whatever, what all I took up there. So when it gets cold weather, we'll be back inside again. I'll show you some more stuff. I don't know how many channel people uh, got pipes and doing odd and end things on it on YouTube. There's a bunch of them in there. More the merrier. Enough for everybody. Okay, you like a little more young person, this and that. And you like some drinking and cussing. Why, them channels is on here. You like an old man sitting around, you know, talking about beard care and things. Why, it's here. If you like indoor channels, you like outdoor channels, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff on YouTube. I don't see why anybody needs television when we got YouTube TV. So, I mean, television, I mean, when I think about television, I can't help it. When I was growing up, there wasn't but three channels. And at a certain time of the night, they all went off. And all you cut the TV on, and back in them days, you had to walk up there and turn the knob, and it'd turn on. And then the more you turned, the louder it got. And at a certain time at night, after everything was over with, them three channels went off there, and you didn't hear nothing but hissing, and you saw nothing but just snow. I mean, I don't know what you call it. So anyway, things have changed, hadn't they? Some things for the better and some things for the worse. Well, I've gone out again. Well, for those of you that got to go, have a good rest of the day or night. And think about these things. Maybe I said something that provoked some thought and created some interest and something you might want to pursue. So, anyway, chew on these things. You get your favorite pipe, one of your favorite blends of tobacco. Get outdoors somewhere or another. Look around and think about the Creator. His name is Jesus. And think about where you're going to go when you die, what you're here for on this earth, things like that. And just think. Remember where you've been, what you've learned, and take inventory about who you are and where you are, and make some good plans for tomorrow. So until we meet again, have a good one.